Hello, Patty here, the country wife from Vermont, now living in South Carolina. It's been a wonderful rainy day today and yesterday. It looks like it might be clearing a little bit now, which is nice because I want to do some outside work. Of course, having said that, it's not likely to happen, but I still like the idea of getting out there. Today is an interesting day, I guess. Well, every day is interesting. I'm really happy to have it be. Every morning I wake up and I crawl out of bed and I am happy to be alive. And I tell Heavenly Father every single day how much I appreciate being alive in this beautiful world. This week has not been a week of finishing anything. Well, one thing. I only did one thing that finished. Mostly today we're going to call this the works in progress day, because I did not finish but the one thing. So I'll start with the one thing. And in terms of health and organization, I'll just say that we've had doctor's appointments. We've had a variety of appointments. Well, we'll go one more thing before I start with the works in progress. This week, we were going to have our income taxes done. We've done that the last 3 or 4 years. The AARP tax aid people have very kindly done our taxes for us, and it's been a huge help. This time, we went and we did all the paperwork we had to do, and we moved from the intake person over to the person who was actually going to do the taxes and enter them in the computer. And as she was looking through our papers, she found that my sister and I had sold our last property in Vermont, and which was our inherited property. And come to find out, the tax aid people are not equipped to do real estate tax work. And I don't know that there's going to be anything, because number one, it wasn't a very big sale, and number two, it was an inheritance. So I don't believe that there's going to be any tax required for it, but we don't know. So anyway, so we're going to go to another some people that do taxes to make sure that we can get it done right. So that was the one thing. And my husband had a doctor's appointment to follow up from some testing, and now they want to do a little more testing. So, but the doctor was not insistent on the testing. He said, you can do it or not. We'll make the appointment and you can decide if you want to do it. And that is something that my husband appreciates, not being forced into doing things for anybody, for any reason. So, okay. So, we're going to start with spinning, because the only thing that I actually got finished this week was I had the white yarn spun and the lavender yarn spun, and I did not get them plied together. But this week I got the 2 bobbins plied together. Now you can see, if you're a spinner, that this is ghastly yarn. Still, I like it. It looks pretty to me, and I have some other balls of lighter lavender and white that I don't know what I'll use them for, but sometime I will use them for something. So anyway, that was the only thing that was completely done. On the spinning front, here's another sort of done thing. I have these 2 balls of yarn. This yarn, the darker colored with the variant colors of the yarn, was from Kingdom Fleece and Fiber Works, and I liked it, and I plied it with my Thetford roving that I had solar dyed on the back porch, and so it made this kind of, you can see it's kind of a not that impressive yellowy, beigey color. But anyway, this is going to go along with the Hello Yarn Little Jaunt yarn that I spun and plied. And this is going to be the two ends of the jaunty shawl, and these two are going to be the middle part of it. And I am going to start that shawl pretty soon. Tomorrow, is tomorrow the 1st of March? Well, whenever the 1st of March is, that's when I'm probably going to start the shawl, because I need to get rolling on it. And I don't know how that's going to go, because I haven't done that kind of a shawl before. Okay, so that was the closest to done of anything I've had done. This is semi-close. I have a big stack of, there's actually 16 granny squares here. 3 different balls of yarn I were using to do them. But as you can see, they're not done. They got a lot of little hanging dangles. I've got to weave these in. But that's 16 granny squares that I finished this week. And I'm hoping if I can do that a few more weeks, then I'll be ready to start on that granny square blanket. I'm putting it together, which will be fun. But I've got other things to do first. One thing that I did this week, actually a couple of days ago, is I made another one of these project bags, which is a nice zippered project bag. It's lined, is completely, there's no raw edges. I'm very happy with it. It takes 1 yard of quilt fabric, and I think I showed you how to do it. And I think that it wasn't a very good job, so I'm thinking that I'm going to do another one, but use a fat quarter to see how it turns out with a fat quarter. I mean, I've done a fat quarter one, and I liked it, but I'd like to try it for the camera. Okay, so another thing that I have got started this week, but haven't gotten very far with, is, well, it's far enough. I mean, it's, okay, let me see if I can do this without causing a problem. So this is, I can't remember who the designer is, but I'll put it in the notes. It's a quilt block dishcloths pattern, but this is going to be washcloth. And I am using a US 8 needle, and I love this cotton yarn. I really like it. It's going to go with, I've got the one that I finished already. I showed you. You can see the design element in there. But if you can't see it, I'm not going to show you where. But anyway, this one I used a US 6 needle. So I'm going to try to remember that for a washcloth, the 8 is probably better. So that is going to go with the hand towels that I've gotten finished weaving, and we'll see if I do any more of those. I just want to get those. Actually, I have 2 more washcloths that once I finish this washcloth, and I want to do a couple of woven washcloths. So those are next on the needle. And now down to the final thing that I worked on a great deal this week, is a little, last week I showed you the little baby sweaters. This is going to be a toddler sweater, and I'm working on the sleeves. It was from the yarn that I'm using. This is for a friend's grandbaby, and it might turn out to be a sample, because it might be way wrong in sizing. Because I took that quickie baby sweater, that quickie 5-hour baby sweater pattern, and did the top like that, except for the baby, the little one, you only had, so you can see you've got the garter ridge there, and then you've got stockinette. there are only 2 rows of the stockinette, and I put in 4 rows in between. And I'm also using the little coffee bean cardigan pattern as for the numbers. So I've got about 4 inches done on the sleeve, and I need to have 6.5 inches done for the sleeve. And the this came in a yarn cake. Oh, let's see. I guess I didn't bring the yarn cake. Oh, yes, I did. Here's the yarn cake. It was the Sugar Wheel Pixie Twist. And the one I started with was, I thought was pink. Well, it looked pink on the inside. And you can see that this is pink on the inside, but it's going to quickly turn to the blue-gray. Well, so when I pulled out the center of the one that I started this sweater with, it turns out it was gray. So the gray top, I decided that was going to be fine. I didn't think I had enough yarn to do the whole sweater in the gradients, but anyway, and so I thought that would be fine. So I did the top. I left the top gray, and the hem is gray, and the bottom of the sleeves are going to be the gray again. It's kind of a bluey gray, which is nice. So that is all the works in progress that I have to show. This thing, I've been keeping track for the most part of how much time I have spent, and I'm putting it up on Ravelry. I think that I'm now close to certainly 7 hours, maybe closer to 8 hours in. And I just want to know how long it takes me to do things, because people always say, well, how long does it take you to make such and such? Well, I don't know, because I don't know. But it's a good thing to keep track of things. And I'm trying to be a little bit more reliable in knowing, or no, organized in all kinds of things. So I think that is all I have to talk about this week. Well, no, one more thing. Oh, lots of YouTube channels that are handwork channels. They talk about their acquisitions, they call them. And this week I have some acquisitions. I'm going to make that little, the little coffee bean cardigan for our great-grandson, who's now about a month out. And so I'm hoping that I can, if I really put my mind to it, I can get that sweater done for him. But I sent the picture to our granddaughter and say, now, what would you like this pattern? Because I don't want to make things that people don't want, generally speaking. And unless, of course, I want to make them. And then if they don't want them, they don't have to accept them. I'll just give them to somebody else. But anyway, I asked her what she would like for the sweater. And the little coffee bean sweater is it's a 2-row stripes for the whole body of the sweater, all the sweater. And she said she would like to have the sweater be blue and white, navy blue and white stripes, but with a dark green collar and cuffs and button band. And that came this week. And so I am very happy that came. And it is the same yarn that the pattern called for, which is the vintage, Barocco vintage yarn. It's a machine washable blend. So it's 52% acrylic, 40% wool, and 8% nylon. So that is a perfectly acceptable yarn to give to a busy mother with lots of little children, so she doesn't have to worry about anything. She can just throw it in the washing machine, because you know that baby sweaters are going to get dirty. So that is that is it. This is going to be a short episode. I will say that because of that disaster, when I listened to people who lied about YouTube studio deleting or not deleting videos from YouTube, I started reposting the videos. And so I'm thinking in the next week, I'm going to try to upload again all the rest of the videos that I had taken down, that I have on my computer, that I didn't delete them from my computer. They just got deleted from YouTube Studio. And now I know. So if you're new to making YouTube channels and videos, and somebody tells you if you take them off you want to save room on your your phone, do not believe them. Then when they say it won't take them down from the net if you delete them from YouTube Studio, it will, and they delete them forever. So you can't get them back unless you have them on your computer. So I'm going to post all of those this week. And not that they're any great thing, but it's kind of a journal for me to see what I was doing and how I did it. And so anyway, and anybody that's interested in watching can. So that is it for today. I hope you have a wonderful week. And I want to say, do good, be good. Let's do it now together. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you want. Leave comments. I love comments. So thank you all for watching. Bye now.